Hello all and welcome back to my channel. I am Rebecca Bhattacharya and I will be continuing with my deep learning playlist. In this lecture I am going to tell you about the various functionalities of string in Python. So I have already told you that there is no concept of characters in Python, so only the concept of string is there. Now in string there are various types of functionalities and concepts that I want to discuss with you in this lecture. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So let's start with the first example. Suppose str1 is one variable equal to hi. I am taking another variable as str2 and here it is, str2 is storing Rebecca. Now I want to print, so this will be the output as str1 plus, I am giving a comma in between hi and Rebecca, plus str2 plus, I am giving a full stop then, and then I am asking how are you. Okay, so then I am printing the output, so I print output 1. So let's run this code. So yes, you can see here that hi Rebecca, how are you. So this is actually the output. I have given two strings in the program itself, and I am separating the two strings with a comma, and then I am adding a full stop, and then I am writing this line how are you. So now you can see that this same line can be written in another way also. So Python provides different ways for writing a particular line in strings. So that way is actually called the string formatting, and this can be done using the dot format function in Python. So Python provides this dot format function in order to work with strings. So let me add another cell. Now since str1 and str2 is already given in my first cell, so I will just write this output 2 is equal to so I am adding a parenthesis in between because this is actually the dot format function, the main concept of the dot format function. The number of parentheses actually depends on how many variables you want to add. Since here I have two string variables str1 and str2, so I will be adding only two parentheses. If you have three variables, you will add three parentheses. So this parenthesis actually indicates how many variables you want to pass to the dot format function. Now so I will add another parenthesis, and then I will write as how are you. So I will write this line as how are you. So you can see that I have written two parentheses, and after that I will add the dot format function as str1 comma str2. So since my two variables of string are str1 and str2, so I am passing the two variables to the dot format function. Now after that I will print the output as print output 2. So let's run this. So yes, you can see here that it is producing the same output as the first one. Now since you can see here that there is a gap after the comma and the full stop, so if you want to add a gap after the comma, you can add a space here, and if you want to add a gap after full stop, you can add a space here. So again, if I run this, you will see that yes, this is the same as the first one. So this is actually the dot format function in string, where first you have to give the parentheses depending on the number of variables you have in a single quote, and after that if you want to pass any extra message, like here in my case is how are you. So if you want to write any extra line after that variables, you can add it with a dot and then you can add the remaining part, and after that you will write outside the single quote the dot format function and you will pass the variables. So since in my case it is str1 and str2, so I have passed only the 2 variables. If in your case it is 3 variables, so in that case you have to give 3 parentheses in this case, and you have to pass the 3 variables to the dot format function. So this is actually the formatting in string that Python provides you in order to make the functionalities of string more easier. Now let me add another cell. Now in the previous cell you have seen that I have printed the same line using the dot format function. Now Python provides another function called the .if function, which is the same as the dot format function. It is also the formatting of the string, but this .if function is actually available in versions 3.6 or greater. So if you have versions lesser than 3.6, then don't try this .if function because you will get an error. So in that case you can try with the dot format function. Dot format is available in all versions of Python. So since I have Python 3.7 in my computer, so I am doing this .if function for you. So make sure you have the version 3.6 or greater installed in your computer before using this .if function. So let me write another variable. Output 3 is equal to f. Now here I will be again giving the parentheses depending on my variables, the number of variables, and in the .if function I will pass the variables within the parentheses. I will write the variables within the parentheses only. So I will write here str1 comma, I am giving a gap, then again I will write the second parenthesis, and then I will write here str2. Now I will put a full stop and I will write the remaining message as how are you. And after that I will finish the single quotes. So now you can see here, so first let me print it, then I will tell you the explanation. Output 3, control enter. Yes, so you can see here that it is again producing the same output as that of the dot format function. So the main difference between the dot format and the .if function is in the syntax. So you can see here that in dot format I am writing the parentheses first, and then in the dot format I am passing the variables, but in the .if function I am passing the variables within the parentheses. I am writing the variables within the parentheses only. So this is the main difference, that is the difference of syntax between the dot format and .if function, but else the output will be the same. If you use the dot format or the .if, the functionalities will be the same. And also if you have the Python 3.6 or greater version installed in your computer, you can try with this .if function also. Now there are some other functionalities of string also that are very common. So let me show you those functionalities also. let me add one cell. Yes. Now let me write as output 4 is equal to academic insights. Now I want to print this, print output 4. Output 4. Now control enter. So you can see that I have printed the output 4 as academic insights. Now let me print type output 4. So what will be the type of the variable? Class string. So you can see here that it is a string variable. Since I have enclosed the word academic insights within a single quote, so it is taking the output 4, the variable output 4 is taking the input as a string, so it is giving the output as class string or class str. Now let me show you another thing. Print output 4 dot lower. So what will this dot lower function do? This dot lower function will actually convert all the characters in your word or in your sentence to lowercase. So this is a very common functionality of string, so you can run it. So yes, you can see here that A and I has turned into the lowercase. So these A and I have turned into lowercase and the remaining portion was already in lowercase. Similarly, you can also turn it into uppercase. All the characters will be converted into uppercase. So let's try that also as output 4 dot upper. Upper. Now if I run this, control hit enter, then academic insights, you can see here that all the characters of the word academic insights have been converted into uppercase. So this is the actual functionalities of dot lower and dot upper, that is, it will convert the characters, all the characters in the given string to uppercase or lowercase. Now there is another functionalities of string, that is, you can also find how many characters are there inside a string, inside the given input data or input string. So for this there are two ways for finding the number of characters. First, let me show you output 4 dot double underscore len double underscore then square bracket. Now control enter. So you can see here that it is giving a number as 17. So this is actually the number of characters that are present in this string, that is the academic insight. So this is the function dot double underscore len double underscore then bracket. So this is one function for finding the length. Why it is showing as 17? You can count here from academic insights. A is counted as 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you count from 0, there are total 7 characters that are present in the word academic. After that there is a space. The Python interpreter actually counts the space also, so here it is becoming as 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see here that total there are 7, and after that 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So here as since I have given here 2 space, so it is counting as academic as 17 because I've given here 2 space. So if you count here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So you can see that the length is actually 17. Since it is counting the space also, so it is becoming as 17. Now there is another way for finding the length, that is print output print len of output. So this is another function for finding the length of the string or the number of characters present in the string. So again, if I run this, it will come as 17. So again, the same concept as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So you can see here that again it is coming as 17. Now another functionality of string is that you can also count how many times a particular character is present in the entire string. So for this you have to write as print output 4.count I. Suppose I want to find how many times I have occurred in our string. So for this, if I hit Control then Enter, then you will see that it is showing as 2. But you can see here that the character or the letter I has occurred thrice. 1, then 2, then 3. So why it is showing as 2 here? Now remember one thing, that when you are passing the character within the count function, then the count function is actually case sensitive. Since here my first letter of insides is capital I, so it is not taking that capital I because I have given inside the count function small I. So it will only count the I which are small, which are present in the academic insides string and which is small. So in this string only 2 small i's are there, that is one in the academic I and one is inside this I. So only 2 small I is present here, so it is showing as 2. Now what will happen if I make it capital I? Then it will show as 1, because only one capital I, that is inside. The first letter of the word inside is there, that is capital I, so it is showing as 1. Now you can also find where any word, the occurrence of any word in a particular string, where a particular word is present in a particular string. For that you have to write as print output 4.find. Suppose I want to find the word insides. Okay, so if I write this as dot find, so this dot find function will find the occurrence of the particular word insides, where the word insides is present in our string. So let me run it, Control Enter. So you can see here that it is giving as 9. Why it is giving as 9? Actually this dot find function will return the index of the word insides. In my case it is insides. So index means the first the letter of the word insides, the occurrence, the position of the first letter of the word inside. So you can count it from here again: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So it is going to count from the the space only, so it is counting from the space and it is counting as 9, that is I. So this is so 9 is actually the position of the position of the first letter of the word inside. So if you count from here, from starting from 0, then you can see here that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is actually the index of the first letter of the word inside, so it is returning as 9. Now there is another function which is, you can also find it, so print output for 9. If you write like this, then what will be the output? So you can see here that it is showing as I. Why it is showing as I? Because output 4 you have given in bracket 9. So actually you are asking the Python interpreter to give the output or to show which character is present in the 9th position of the particular string. So again, if you count from here, you can see here that the word I is present in the 9th position of this particular string, because when I have shown you the dot find function in the previous line, I have shown you the dot find function insides and I have passed insides to it, then it has shown the output as 9. So the first letter of the word insides is present in the 9th position of the string. So if you again write here as 9, then it will give the output as I. Now suppose you want to print output for 0 is to 9. So what does this mean? 0 colon 9. So let me run this again. Academic. So why it is showing as academic? Now this is actually showing as academic because 0 to 9, because I am asking the Python interpreter to show the characters or the words that are present from the position 0 to 9. Here Python interpreter actually finds when you will give this statement like 0 colon 9, 0 is to 9 like this, then the Python interpreter will find all the characters that are present from 0 to n-1 position. So n-1 position here means 0 to 9-1, that is 8. So it will find all the characters, it will pick up all the characters that are present from 0 to n-1 or 0 to 8th position. So you can count from here, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 it is coming to the space only. So it will pick up to the 8th position and it is showing the output as academic. So remember one thing, that this 0 is to 9, this actually the Python interpreter works for the range of 0 to n-1. So this is also called slicing. You will see it later on when I will discuss with you about the list in Python. And so this is actually the basic functionalities of string that you should know. One is finding the type of the input data, the type of the variable in which you have stored the input data. The next one is the lowercase and the uppercase. The next one is the length, finding how many characters are present in the given string. And then I am finding how many times a particular letter has occurred in the entire string. Then I am finding the occurrence or the presence of the word of a particular word in the string. Then I am finding this position of a particular the particular finding the particular letter that is present in the position, that is in my case I have shown you as 9, and then I am picking up all the characters from 0 to n minus 1, that is 0 to 8, that is picking up the characters within a particular range. So this is actually the major functionalities of string. And remember one thing, that a Python interpreter counts the string from starting from 0 up to the remaining portion. So it will always count the string starting from 0, that is in this case it will count from 0, that is A will be considered as 0th position. So this is some of the basic functionalities of string that I think that you should know before going into the in-depth portion of the deep learning implementations. So in my next lecture I will tell you about different types of the if else, for loops, statements, and the basic portions of that iterations part. And I will also give this particular file in my GitHub repository. I will upload it in the GitHub repository, this file also, and I will give the link in the description. So you can go to that link, you can click the link and you can download the file, or you can see the file if you want it for your own practice. And that's all for this video. See you in my next lecture. Thank you.